It's a gut-wrenching fear for every parent when a child goes missing. The sudden disappearance of a 19-year-old Colorado girl prompting a massive police search. But a vigilante investigation leads to a shocking discovery. Here's ABC's Jim Avila.
Young and pretty, lost and nowhere to be found. Lea Porter, a 19-year-old Colorado waif who simply vanished in June of 2014.
She was small, but she was feisty.
Police launch a massive search in the Denver suburbs.
They're still looking for Lea Porter.
Friends and family are desperately searching for Lea Porter.
And now, more than 2 years later, Lea still not found. Her mother, Renee Jackson, follows her own leads with search dogs.
My mama heart can't accept the fact that I don't know where my daughter is. I can't live with that.
Lea grew up in a small town called Cotopaxi, but had a big personality.
She was an amazing young woman, a joker. She loved her brother like crazy.
After high school, Lea goes to college 2 hours away from home, but then secretly drops out of class and moves in with an older man. 38-year-old Jesse Mine, a tattoo artist who, one of Lea's friends says, has a taste for tender young women and hard drugs.
It got bad right away. She said, I did heroin for the first time, and I'm hooked on it.
The trouble in Lea's life is about to get worse. Jesse breaks up with her, packs his truck, and moves east, leaving Lea with no place to live. She heads north to Denver with no real plans. Drops off the grid.
I knew there was something wrong right away because I couldn't get a hold of her.
The family goes to police, who immediately turned to boyfriend Jesse. His trip to the East Coast cut short. He admits to some rough times.
Screaming at each other, we would fight about cheating on each other.
Jesse tells the cops he last saw Lea when they parted ways at this motel parking lot. Back home, her mother is running down another lead, Lea's cell phone bill.
This one number kept popping up over and over. It was Christopher Waide, and I had never heard that name before.
Christopher Waide, a tall and slender 23-year-old. He too is from Cotopaxi and went to high school with Lea. Renee learns he's been Lea's self-appointed accountability partner to help her stay off drugs. Christopher tells Renee Lea was with him at his apartment the night she disappeared, but that she left abruptly. This is another man the cops need to talk to, paying him an immediate visit.
He really wanted to help find Lea, and he's really concerned about her.
Even pleading for her safe return online and on the local news.
Tried texting her, I tried calling her, left her some messages on Facebook, and haven't heard anything back from her.
With Christopher's permission, police search his tiny two-bedroom apartment.
It's just filthy. There's 2-liter jugs of chew spit, clothes all over the floor, and dishes all over the floor.
But worst of all, Christopher's bedroom.
It was just in disarray. Twin mattress on the floor with no sheets and then no pillowcase.
But a key discovery, a blade.
You can see the little bleach spots on it. So that's when we actually asked him to come in for a formal interview.
You didn't get rid of the sheets?
No.
Intentionally get rid of the sheets because maybe it had her blood on her?
No, sir.
The worst thing you could do is lie to us.
All right. Yeah, I did get rid of them.
We started turning the heat up, and I asked him, where's the body at? Did you kill Lea Porter?
I maintain my innocence, but I would like a lawyer.
The detectives get a search warrant for Christopher's apartment. Then police hit pay dirt when they find buried in the mess on the floor this receipt from 7-Eleven. It's for bleach and rubber gloves. Thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Stocked, as they all are, with Slim Jims, Slurpees, and security cameras.
Here you'll just see Chris Waide coming from his apartment by the bleach and gloves. Looks like it's about 11:54 in the morning.
Watch as inside the store, he's no housekeeper, but grabs the bleach. Then after speaking with the clerk, rubber gloves. Now police are watching his every move, and they see Christopher meet with someone new.
We had detectives watching him and watching this whole thing go down.
It's Lea's brother, Max. He's setting a trap of his own, luring Christopher with friendly text messages like these.
I don't think you did anything, but other people do. I'll let people know to stop harassing you.
But it's all a ruse to bait Christopher into talking. Max brings along a friend and secretly records the conversation on his phone. ABC News has obtained the audio.
Chris, look at me right in my eyes. Dude, where is she? I do not know. And then it went back and forth like 10, 20 times.
Look, okay. You need to tell us right now, dude. I need my sister back, dude. I'm gonna kill myself without my sister. Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Where is she?
Eventually, he cracked. Look, you have every right to be angry with me.
Christopher admits that he killed the teenager in trouble, claiming he did it in self-defense.
I turned, grabbed her, then stepped forward and twisted her around so that her body was in between me and the knife. Then I placed my hand at her throat. I didn't start squeezing until after she kept going. I told her,
How
the
long
knife,
did you
please.
squeeze her throat? Until what happened?
I thought that her muscles would relax when she went unconscious, and that I could gradually move the knife away and let her go and let her regain consciousness, but that didn't happen.
What are you thinking as this is going on?
I flipped out.
You think I'm just gonna let you walk away and drive away? You killed my sister. No, give me away. Give me away.
That last sound you heard was Max pouncing on Waide.
And I made sure that Max got at least one good shot in on his face before I grabbed him and pulled him off.
When Max and Eric call 911, they make him repeat the story on tape for a second time.
Yes, I'd like to confess to a murder.
Okay, what happened?
The case is for the disappearance of Lea Porter.
It was an amazing scenario where a family member confronts a suspect and essentially gets a confession.
Sitting down with his lawyer and the cops, Waide tells them his story of a struggle.
I asked her to stop struggling.
A knife and Lee's death.
I was the only witness, as well as the person that not murdered her, but was responsible for her death.
But what he did afterwards convinces police this was no accident.
I reclothed her, and I placed her on the bed, and then I took a duffel bag from my closet.
Waide forced the 98-pound Lee into the duffel, covered her with trash bags.
I took her out to the dumpster, and I put her inside it.
Police lock him up. But even with a confession, a body is critical under Colorado law for a first-degree murder charge. Detectives track the trash, find the huge landfill very close to the location where Lee's phone last pinged. But they don't find her body. Frustrated, the prosecution tries a long shot, offering Waide a plea deal, second-degree murder, in return for that critical piece of information.
I called the defense attorney saying, I want to know where that body is.
But after the paperwork is signed, Waide simply repeats what he said during interrogation. Lee's mother, Renee, says he's getting away with first-degree murder, receiving 48 years in prison instead of life. For 2 years, Renee Jackson has not given up the search, looking for her lost Lee.
I look forward to the day that I get to meet my daughter. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try and find her.
For Nightline, I'm Jim Avila in Westminster, Colorado.